Hey, sixth grade, we are going to take some time to reflect on doing high quality annotations. And we're going to practice that skill again today while we read climates, past, present, and future. One thing that Ms. Jessica and I have noticed is that the quality of annotations have not been demonstrating that you are highly engaged in the reading and interacting with the text. So we're going to do a quick review, and then you are going to be an active reader today in this self-paced Nearpod. The title, Climates, Past, Present, and Future. Ocean currents have a big effect on weather and climate. The interplay between ocean currents, weather, and climate can be quite dramatic. This leads me to a question, and so I'm going to put a question mark next to this, and I'm going to ask, how have ocean currents changed? Because I'm curious about that, because I do know that they have a big effect on weather based on what I just read. And maybe not just how, but have they? Okay. And then I'm going to continue reading. Climate change is in the news and generates a lot of questions. Is it real? Is it natural or caused by humans? Is it happening now? What will happen if we don't stop it? What can we do to stop it? This actually leads me to another question, and what are people doing? I could also make a connection and just put a little arrow to this, stating that people are reducing, pardon me, people are reducing CO2 in our environment. I'm going to continue reading. Climate change is real. The evidence is temperature data over time. The average temperature of the troposphere has gone up by about 0.6 degrees Celsius over the past 100 years. This may not seem like much, but some weather patterns can be affected by even slight temperature changes. The temperature of the top 300 meters of the ocean has increased by more than 0.3 degrees Celsius in the past 40 years. I think that is really, really important data, so I'm actually going to just underline that. And then I'm going to put a star next to it, because I know that that's important and that's something that I may need to use in the future or reflect upon. Even a small increase in global ocean temperature represents an exceptionally large amount of energy. And I might go ahead and just underline that too and keep that star next to it. One thing that I thought about that I can make a connection, and you can do this really in any color, but I'm going to draw an arrow to here, and then I'm going to write my connection next to the arrow. And talking about the evidence of the temperature data, this reminds me of when we looked at temperature data of 4 cities and saw an increase in temperature in those 4 cities. Okay. So if you take a moment and look at the annotations that Ms. Carey made in this, you can see that I have 1, 2, 3, 4 high quality annotations, and that's just on one page. This is the expectation for you, that you are engaging in your reading and being an active reader. But also that you're doing it in a way that's interesting to you. Like if I look here, it says climate change can cause glaciers to melt more quickly than they would otherwise. This makes me, again, have another question, and I'm curious, how have glaciers changed in the last, I'm going to say 20 years? Okay. So this is what you want to do as you move forward. Do your best. Take your time, read slowly, and make high-quality annotations. And you have your key over here to help you with making those annotations. Do a great job, 6th grade.